My parents gave my sister $1M and kicked me out 5 years later. Her business collapsed while I was living in a beachfront villa. They handed Madison the check at the kitchen table. $1 million. Dad printed the bank confirmation like it was a trophy. "This will put our family name on the map," he said, beaming at her like she'd just won an Oscar. Madison giggled, flipped her hair, kissed his cheek. The golden child, as always. I stood by the door with my half-packed duffel bag, the air thick with the smell of fresh espresso and favoritism. "What about me?" I asked quietly. Dad didn't even blink. "You're 24, Ethan. Time to be a man. Madison's taking real risks. What are you doing? Working part-time? Saving pennies?" Mom stirred her coffee, not looking at me. "You could learn something from your sister. She's not afraid to dream big." I wanted to remind them that Madison had flunked out of college twice, that she'd crashed 2 cars, that I'd worked doubles to help pay the mortgage when Dad lost his job. But what was the point? "So I'm just supposed to leave?" I said. "You need to learn responsibility," Dad said coldly. "Pack your things." I left that day with $362 in my bank account and a Honda Civic that coughed every time I hit second gear. No plan, no backup. Just me and the road. The first week, I slept in my car by the beach. It was free and quiet. The waves helped me think. I showered at a gym with a trial membership and lived off dollar menu sandwiches. But I felt something I hadn't felt in years. Free. I started working night shifts at a warehouse, loading trucks until my back ached. Every morning, I'd sit in my car at sunrise, sketching ideas in a notebook. I'd always been good with computers, fixing laptops, building websites for local shops. It was just a hobby before. Now it felt like survival. I started freelancing. Small gigs at first, fixing code, designing landing pages, setting up online stores. Slowly, clients started coming back, referring others. Meanwhile, Madison's business was everywhere. She opened a luxury boutique downtown, $200 candles, velvet chairs, champagne launch parties. My parents visited weekly, bragging to everyone. "Our daughter is a CEO now." I saw her on the local news once, talking about female empowerment through fragrance. I was eating a microwave burrito in the warehouse break room, but I kept working, kept building. I taught myself new skills, started developing a software platform for small businesses to manage inventory. A few clients tested it, then more. Within a year, I had 100 paying users. I wasn't rich yet, but for the first time, I felt like I was going somewhere. Then the calls started. First from Mom. "Madison's boutique is struggling. Maybe you could help with her website. You're good with computers." Then Dad. "Madison's expanding. She needs someone technical. Family should help family." I ignored them all. 2 years later, my platform landed a 6-figure contract with a retail chain. I quit the warehouse, rented an apartment, registered my company. I had an office, a business account, employees. That's when Madison called me directly. "Ethan," she said sweetly, "I heard you're doing well. I was thinking maybe you could invest in my boutique, like a partnership. It'd be good PR for you." I laughed. "You want me to invest in your candle shop?" Her tone went ice cold. "It's a luxury lifestyle brand. And yes, I thought you'd want to help your sister instead of laughing at her." "I'm not laughing at you," I said. "I'm laughing at the idea that you think I'd fund the same people who threw me out." She hung up. A few weeks later, my parents showed up at my office unannounced. "You need to stop acting like a stranger," Dad said. "Madison's worked hard. You're successful now. You should help her." "You gave her $1 million," I said quietly. "I didn't get a cent. That was years ago," Mom said. "You wouldn't even have this business if we hadn't pushed you out. You should be thanking us." I stared at them. "I think we're done here." 3 months later, I got an email from a real estate agency. My offer on a beachfront villa had been accepted, the same beach where I used to sleep in my car. Now I owned a house overlooking it. But the story wasn't over. Because a few weeks after I moved in, I found out something interesting. My company had partnered with a commercial real estate group, and one of the properties we'd acquired, the building that housed Madison's boutique. When her lease came up for renewal, she had to go through my leasing company. I doubled the rent. She called me, furious. "You can't do this to family." I smiled into the phone. "You're right. This isn't about family. It's business." Her boutique closed 3 months later. The $1 million dream became an empty storefront with a for lease sign. My parents stopped calling after that.